In the heart of the vast savanna, where the golden grasses sway like ocean waves and the baobab trees stand as ancient sentinels, there existed a village named Oloren. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the land and the spirits that dwelled within it. One fateful night, as the full moon bathed the earth in its silvery glow, a mysterious figure appeared at the village's edge. Cloaked in shadows, the figure approached the village elder, Bobatond, and whispered of a prophecy. When the moon turns as dark as ebony, the spirit of the land will awaken, and the balance will be shattered. Bobatond, wise and revered, knew that prophecies were not mere tales but warnings. He gathered the village council and shared the ominous message. The elders debated, but none could decipher the meaning. All they knew was that the land had been peaceful for generations, and such a prophecy had never been spoken before. In the heart. Creature, known as Olekan, the guardian spirit of the earth, had been disturbed by the greed and neglect of the villagers. For generations, they had taken from the land without giving back, exploiting its resources without regard for the balance of nature. Olekan's awakening signified the breaking of that balance. The spirit's fury manifested in natural disasters, storms that ravaged the village, floods that swallowed homes, and fires that consumed the forest. The villagers were thrown into chaos, their once peaceful existence shattered. In the midst of this turmoil, Bobatond recalled the prophecy and realized its meaning. The ebony moon was not a literal moon but a symbol of the darkness that had descended upon their hearts, the darkness of greed, disrespect, and imbalance. Determined to restore harmony, Bobatond called upon the village's bravest and wisest. Among them was Amina, whose connection to the land remained unbroken. Together, they embarked on a journey to seek the counsel of the Great Oracle, a mystical being said to reside at the peak of Mount Ageo. Their journey was fraught with challenges. They traversed treacherous terrains, crossed rivers teeming with crocodiles, and faced illusions designed to lead them astray. Along the way, they encountered various spirits, some benevolent, offering guidance, and others malevolent, testing their resolve. As they neared the summit of Mount Ageo, a fierce storm descended upon them. Lightning struck the ground, and the winds howled like angry spirits. Yet, undeterred, they pressed on, driven by the hope of restoring balance. At the peak of Mount Ageo, they found the Great Oracle, a being of immense power and ancient wisdom. The oracle revealed that to appease Olekan and restore balance, the villagers must perform the rite of reconciliation, a sacred ceremony that required them to give back to the land what they had taken. The rite involved planting sacred trees, offering sacrifices of gratitude, and vowing to live in harmony with nature. Only then would Olekan's wrath be quelled, and the balance restored. Armed with the oracle's wisdom, Bobatond and his companions returned to Oloren. They gathered the villagers and explained the rite of reconciliation. Initially, there was resistance, many were reluctant to change their ways. However, witnessing the destruction wrought by Olekan's fury, they realized the necessity of the rite. Together, they performed the ceremony, planting trees, offering sacrifices, and pledging to honor the land. As they completed the rite, the skies cleared, and a gentle breeze swept through the village. The earth seemed to sigh in relief. In the days that followed, the village of Oloren began to heal. The crops flourished once more, the animals returned to the savanna, and the balance between the villagers and the land was restored. Olekun, appeased by their sincerity, withdrew into the earth, watching over them as a silent guardian. Amina, now revered as a heroine, continued her work as a healer and protector of the land. Bobaton, his wisdom guiding the village, ensured that the lessons of the past were never forgotten. The prophecy had come to pass, but it was not the end. It was a new beginning, a reminder that harmony with nature is not a choice but a necessity for survival. This tale, passed down through generations, serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring bond between humanity and the earth.